Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. My name is Kanad, and today I have the pleasure to introduce you to this gorgeous instrument right here, the Maybach Marilyn, and I'm totally in love with this guitar. So if you're not new to the channel and you've seen my videos before, you would know that I'm a big Maybach fan, but they keep surprising me every time they send me a guitar over. And this thing right here, let's put it this way, if I would ever have a signature instrument, a signature guitar, which probably never happened, I would actually want it to be something like this. So this thing right here is unique, and it has a completely different vibe to any guitar that I played. It might be familiar with something like an ES335 or a Les Paul even, but it just has its own character to it, which I really love. Now, if you don't know the brand Maybach, I've done a couple of videos about their guitars where I go more in detail about the history of Maybach and where they come from and what they do. So basically, they're a company based in Germany which makes guitars in the Czech Republic, which subsequently leads to the guitars being made in Europe, which is something very valuable in my opinion. We don't have a lot of big builders in Europe, and I think Maybach is doing a really good job in filling that spot. So kudos to Maybach, they're doing an amazing job. If you haven't seen their other guitars inspired by Fenders and Gibsons, they look incredible, they sound incredible, and they feel awesome. I have a T54 right here, a Telecaster, that's just amazing to play. Alright, now what about this guitar? Well, this guitar is completely unique because this is their own design and they've put a lot of work into this. And this particular one, is actually the first one to come out of the production line, which is so awesome that I have the honor to hold this guitar and play it for you guys. But it's a very special instrument, and it has a lot of attributes that a really expensive guitar would have. Now this guitar, let's take the price out of the equation, will cost you around 2.5 grand, which for a unique design made in Europe with these attributes to it is a steal, to be honest. So for 2,500, Gibson would offer you a standard Gibson, no aging, nothing like that. But for 2,500, in Maybach world, you get a lot for your money. So we're going to talk about the specs of this guitar, and then I'm going to play it a little bit for you, and then we're going to end the video. Alright, so first and foremost, this guitar is, as you can probably tell, a semi-hollow design, meaning that there's a block running, a solid block of mahogany running down the middle, and then you have the wings, which are hollow, with these beautiful, beautiful F-holes. I don't know if you can call them F-holes, because they're frankly not, they're their own thing, but they look amazing and they're cut very well. It's a masterpiece at this point. So I really like that design. It gives you that airy tonal quality to the notes that you're playing. Sides and back are mahogany with a maple top. So this is a laminated maple top as far as I know, but it's a beautiful, beautiful looking plain maple top. It looks amazing, and it also has some arch to it. So again, it's completely their own design, and I think it looks amazing. I know we always start at the headstock, but I have a lot of things to say about this guitar, so I just started on the most exciting part, which is the body and the design and everything. 10 out of 10. If I were to have a signature guitar, this would be it, because it's unique and very useful, and it's not something very abstract. It just looks right. It looks like a guitar made in the 50s or in the late 60s. And yeah, it just works. It's amazing. All right, since we started at the body, let's take it from there and talk about the pickups, the hardware, and the electronics. So electronics wise, we have 2 pots, a volume and a tone pot, and a 3-way switch. No push pulls, nothing like that, and it just works like a charm. For the bridge and the tailpiece, we have Goto made in Japan bridge and tailpiece, which are very expensive. Not sure how much they retail for, but they're high quality, and they're aged a little bit to match the entire ethos of this guitar. So a really high quality bridge and tailpiece, and I mean, it just works like a charm. So the pickups here are Amber Spirit of 59 pickups, and yes, you guessed it, they're based on 59 PAF style humbuckers. They sound very open. They have this particular mid-range to them, and they work for everything. They work for rock and roll, they work for jazz, they work for blues, they work for everything. Throw a lot of distortion in them, they will handle it. Plug it into a really loud clean amp, and they're just gonna bloom. So I really like these pickups, and to be honest, every 59 reissue pickup from a respectable manufacturer would be a great pickup. And these pickups are actually made in Germany. So again, you get a European made guitar with very high quality parts like Goto Japanese bridges and tuners. And then you get German pickups for the price of 2,500. And it's a very unique design. So if you're looking to stand out or anything like that, or if you're looking for a very personalized instrument, because let's face it, not a lot of people will have these guitars. It's just going to be a unique experience for you. So if you're looking for something like that and you have the means to, you should definitely check these out because they're really, really nice guitars. I actually sound like a salesman, but I'm not. I'm just really passionate about this guitar and about Maybach as a brand because they make a lot of great stuff. And the theme of it being a really nice guitar and very solidly built, we have a very, very fancy and very gorgeous ebony fretboard on this one, because like, look at that piece. It's nice and dark and nice and smooth, and it just fits this guitar. The neck is a mahogany neck. They call it a big C profile, which is quite chunky, I would say, but it's not something massive that you will have issues playing. The frets themselves are medium jumbo frets, and the work on them is impeccable. They play like butter. There's no dying notes anywhere. It's an amazing experience to just grab these guitars and play them. Not sure about this, but I think the scale length is a 25-inch scale length, so right in between Gibson and Fender, which really works for me. My Eastman T484 is actually that one right there. Has a 25-inch scale length, and I prefer it to any other scale length, to be honest. I like Fender scale lengths better, but having something like this guitar with humbuckers and a mellower tone, I think the 25-inch scale length really works for that. And of course, last but not least, the radius is a regular 12-inch radius, which feels very comfortable under the fingers, especially if you're used to playing Gibsons. We really went backwards today. We talked about the body, we talked about the neck electronics, and now we're going to talk about the nut, which is a bone nut, and it's cut masterfully well. I don't know if that's an adjective or an adverb, but it just works amazingly. The notes on the first fret, they just work perfectly. You don't have to push them a lot to get them to ring, and also it's very difficult for you to get them out of tune. So intonation in the first couple of frets is amazing. So kudos to the luthier that did this nut because it's impeccable. Now the headstock, you might think that it's a Gibson design, but no, it's not. It's called the Larson's headstock, which iMusic Network or Maybach has ownership of. So it's a very nice design. Of course, it has the angle strings where, same as a Gibson, it might cause tuning stability issues, but if the nut is cut really well, you're not going to have those problems at all, because most of the times the intonation and tuning issues come from the nut. So if you have that in order, you're going to be good to go. The tuners in the back are made in Japan, Goto tuners, and they're the regular Klusan style tuners, not locking or anything like that, but they work like a charm, so why not? And I mean, if you look at the keys for the tuners, they're rounded off, so they're not that sharp, which means that they're trying to give that vibe that the guitar is aged and it's used. So I think that's a really nice touch. I mean, again, for 2,500, you're getting all these details and all this great aging going on. So this is lightly aged. I don't know if I can get it on some shots, but it's lightly aged, especially on the sides here. But if you want it brand new, they have this thing called the new look, so you can actually order it from iMusic distribution with a completely new look, so no scratches on the finish whatsoever. But as far as I know, 99% of people order aged guitars from Maybach, which is very interesting and a topic for another video. Alright, so I'm going to get some tones running up for you. We're going to go through all the pickups, dirty, clean. We're probably going to add some modulation and all that. But my signal chain is guitar running through my pedal board and running through my interface, which is running Amplitube 5, and I think I got a really good tone out of it. There's a specific amp model that I really like, and I'm probably going to do a video about that as well. And if you haven't heard about Amplitube, you should definitely check that out. Get a free trial or something because it's a very valuable tool. All right, enough talking. So this is the neck pickup running straight through the amp model, and it sounds like this. very versatile, very warm sounding, and I really like it. So let's go to the middle position and get some rhythm going on. So this is the middle position. Again, no added effects from the pedal board. It's just the amp on Amplitube 5. If you're in a session, those two pickup configurations are probably going to get you a long way. But last but not least, we also have the bridge pickup, and it sounds something like this. Let's add some slapback delay. So let's take out the delay, add some overdrive from the more rumble drive, and on the neck pickup it sounds like this. Sticking with that blues feel, let's go to the middle position and get something like this. Alright, last but not least, bridge pickup with some distortion. Sounds like this. I mean, it has to have slapback delay, right? Let's hear it. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. It's really hot in here and I'm sweating like crazy, but I love this guitar and it was a pleasure for me to share it with you. It sounds amazing. It has a different vibe to it, which I really enjoy. So if you have any questions specifically about this guitar or any questions in general, please leave them under the comment section down below and I'm going to do my best to answer them to you. And also, please, if you haven't already and if you like what I do here, please subscribe to my channel, leave a like under this video and leave a comment because that really helps a lot in me building this platform. I love doing these videos. I love sharing cool guitars and cool stories with you guys. So if you can help me out with that, that would be perfect and I would really appreciate that. All right, so with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. And until next time, I will catch you with the next video. Stay safe and have a good one. Bye-bye.